You're about to learn how to write Christian songs in a way that maybe you've never considered before. And this could just be the key or the spark that opens up everything for you in terms of your creativity, your inspiration, and quite frankly, the level of success that you want to achieve, whatever that might look like for you and your Christian songwriting. So if you are a Christian and you want to write songs, or you've already started and you just need a little bit more clarity, this lesson is definitely going to add value to you and your songwriting. So pay close attention because it's going to help. So at the end of this video or during this video, if you get an aha moment or eureka, let me know in the comment below. Is thinking, oh my gosh, fire, fire, fire. This changes everything about the way, right? I've had so many of those moments that I know that is going to apply to you when I've been in the studio with clients, etc., etc. So in the comments, let me know if this lesson added value or gave you clarity, and how are you going to use it in your songwriting. But if we haven't met, my name is Elias Lenge. I'm an author, I'm a worship leader, I am an award-nominated songwriter and a music producer, and I've helped thousands of people all around the world. I'm talking London, the UK, the US, Canada, to record, to write, to release music, and I want to help you with your songwriting. And so here's a big mistake, and that's really gonna sort of reveal how some people get stuck with Christian songwriting that I've seen again and again. Trying to write a song for everybody is an amazing way, which is 100% guaranteed to fail rather than succeed. It's got more chances of failing when you try to write a song for everybody. And so the way that I challenged this client in the studio, I said, hey, look, your song is okay, but it could be better if you get a little bit more clear and go away from everybody and only focus on some people. So this is what the client in essence was trying to do, and the lesson which may help you is that, let's say this is them and the song. Most people want to, maybe I just messed that up, I wrote too big. Most people want to broadcast. Okay, broadcasting, which is, I'm writing a song for everybody. This is one of the sure ways to fail. Broadcasting your song, a song that's for everybody, is literally impossible. Think about it. Like, who makes anything for everybody? Nobody does. It's ridiculous, right? For example, I'm gonna be a dad for the first time literally in a month from this video, 4 weeks from this point of recording this video. If I were to go to Walmart and buy and need to buy diapers or a nappy for those of us in the UK, and I said, hey, I'm looking for nappies or diapers, and the person says, great, we've got diapers for everybody. No, I'm not looking for diapers for everybody. I'm looking for diapers for babies. But we got old people diapers. Yeah, but I need diapers for a baby, right? That's for everybody to just some people. Maybe that's a terrible example. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. You decide if it's helpful or not. And hopefully you can translate that lesson into your own understanding. But the point there is, you cannot make something for everybody because nobody does that. And the people who do that oftentimes fail rather than succeed. So what is a better way? Well, the better way, and quite frankly, the more counterintuitive way, is to write songs for just some people, which looks like what? It looks like this. I call it narrowcasting, where it's just much narrow, and you aren't trying to reach everybody in the big sphere of people. Anybody with 2 ears just won't do. You have to narrowcast. So what's an example? What's a tangible example of this? Well, I remember a client coming to the studio, and she had a song. She was a great little singer, and she had a song which is for French-speaking people who live in the Caribbean. Ooh, now that's very specific. Maybe you aren't a songwriter. Maybe you speak a different language and you don't have the talent to write songs in a certain kind of way. But maybe your version of Narrowcast could be this. I take existing songs and I translate them into songs for Spanish speakers. Why not, right? Just because somebody wrote a song in English, which is a world #1 hit, doesn't necessarily mean they know how to do what you know how to do, which is take the song, which is an existing song, and translate it in a way that makes musical sense and linguistic sense to the listeners and Spanish speakers of that song. That is a very different kind of song. Can you see how narrowcasting can start to improve your chances of success? Even if you aren't the person necessarily writing the song, you can get original credit because you are taking a language and and artistically and creatively interpreting that language and keeping with the Bible for a very different kind of listener, which is a Spanish listener. And by the way, that's just one language, and there are hundreds and hundreds of languages around the world. How many times do you think that could be repeated? Well, the answer is as many languages as they are. Meaning you could say, I take existing songs and I translate them for people who speak Swahili. Or I take existing songs in this language and translate them for people who speak, I don't know, Yoruba or Sudanese or Chinese, right? You could take the same melody, but lyrics as you've written them in your language because you happen to speak both languages, okay? So this is just some ideas of narrowcasting. So hopefully this is a helpful lesson for you. Hopefully you got a eureka moment the same way that I did when I learned this lesson. Like, oh, no wonder my songs haven't been doing well. I've been trying to write songs for everybody. What an idiot I have been. Instead, when I started to narrowcast, it became much more simpler. So drop a comment below. Let me know if this has been useful for you. Let me know if you're going to use it. Maybe you want to translate existing songs to a language, which is your language or a language you know very well. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Hopefully this blesses you, and you hopefully use it in your church or for your songwriting and your music ministry. So drop me a comment below, and I'm looking forward to hear what you write.